Welcome, yasu, and hello to the amigos of Pafos FC. I'm Amigo Darren, your host, and we're having a hell of a week. We're going to have a recap over Pafos v Olympiacos from Nicosia, and then we're going to take it the most famous game in Pafos history that we had on Tuesday night over at Limassol. But first, let's take a look at the Olympiacos game on Saturday. And Pafos has set up into a 4-2-3-1 formation with Anderson up front, number 33. Kensima, Dragomir and Quina are playing up in the main attacking midfield positions with Sunic and Pepe in defensive midfield. In defence, we had Peleas, Goldar, Mimovic and Felipe, with a young fella who made a good start for Pafos on this match, Papadoulis, number 99, in goal. A young man, tall young man, and we'll talk about Papadoulis again later in this interview. Anyway, let's start off. So the teams come out, and Olympiacos in green and black, Pafos in the famous blue shirts. To start off then, this team from Olympiacos might be low in the league, but they certainly weren't playing that way against us. The first opportunities that came about around the 2-minute 50 mark, and that was to Olympiacos, which was a great save from the young goalkeeper with his feet, and away it went. Moving on from there, then on after this replay, it was another opportunity 20 minutes later for Pafos FC, and Anderson, instead of shooting like he normally does, tried to square it and to Dragomir, and to no avail. The goalkeeper saw the pass coming a mile off. Exasperation. But what a great save from Papadoulis again. Tips over the bar. It was going in. No two ways. It was going in. And tips over the bar. A great save. Dragomir then. Another opportunity. Shoots. Blazes it over and away. Good save. 26 minutes. Gets another opportunity. And from this corner, it comes out straight to him on the penalty spot and blazes that one over the bar. Another chance for Dragomir. 26 minutes, that was from the corner. And here we go again, another break. This time, we're through on goal. He shoots and puts it wide. Anderson with a great opportunity to take the lead for us. 33 minutes though, this then happens. Boom! Straight in. Goalie lead-footed. Goal for Pafos, goal for Anderson. That stops his little goal drought and clears up, gives him a bit more confidence for the future, we think. And a great goal. Right-footed, straight into the corner. Great goal, Anderson. And that's his little tribute there for Pedro, number 35, who lost his life through a head injury earlier this week. Great stuff. So, back to the match. Another great save from the Pafos goalkeeper. Lots of shouts here for all sorts of penalties and etc. But not on this occasion. Anyway, back to the game. Another chance here. And now we're looking for, it looks like another chance from Dragomir, and a header, and it's saved. It's got to be one of the smallest blokes on the pitch. And yet he gets up, and unfortunately just not enough power to make it towards the goal. So that was the first half, and now we've gone on to the second. Olympiacos came out with guns a-blazing. A great shot and a great one-handed fingertip save. Another great save from Papadoulis. The fella was on fire when we played this game, and he's only young, so it's a great prospect for the future. Smothers that one lovely. Here we go again with Olympiacos made a great break. Another great save. What a fantastic shot stopper. And he's good with his feet as well. He can pass a ball, his keeper, I tell you. Anyway, moving on. Great shot from Pepe, and pulls out a magnificent save from the Olympiacos keeper. What a strike outside the box. Right-footed. It was going in and saved. Another chance here for Olympiacos. And then, oh no. It looked like he'd kept it out of the goal with his knee from where we were watching in the ground. But when you look at the replay, it's handball and given on the line. So we had Papadoulis to see if he could pull out a bit of a magic save against the Olympiacos penalty taker. On this time, though, goes the wrong way, buried 1-1, which made them very happy and gave them a lot of spirit and a lot of fight for the rest of the match. Meanwhile, the Pafos fans were down to their elbows because they'd run out of fingernails to chew. It was that nerve-wracking, believe you me. And that was at 70 minutes, that penalty. So we had this free kick. Awesome strike, hits the bar and comes back out. Oh my word, the keeper was beaten. Another great strike and another opportunity missed for us. 77 minutes, the Orsic. And then 78 minutes, Olympiacos missed the opportunity of a chance of a lifetime. Breaks to him, and all of a sudden, Goldar appeared out of nowhere and just blocked that. Great stuff. I don't think the Olympiacos attacker could believe that got blocked. It was definitely on target and may well have gone in. Resulting corner, another header from Olympiacos, which whizzed past the near side of the post. Anderson with a great chance in the 90th minute to finish that for us, but a free header and he puts it over the bar. Look at that. Nobody was really challenging him, unlike him not to get it on target. But anyway, 90 minutes plus 3, and we're all thinking we're going home with a draw. And then this ball, oh my goodness, Di Matta. What is Di Matta? That's what his first name should be. What be Di Matta? What a great goal. In the 93rd minute, we couldn't believe it. The place went bonkers. And it was a great feeling to steal a victory like that from the jaws of a draw. Great strike, up nice and close, keeper no chance, and even checked on VAR. They were trying all sorts of ways to find out if they could cancel the goal, but no. Super Pafos, march on. And there's the stats. A great day and a great evening had by all. Anyway, now I've got to say something as well, that even though those stats were pretty flattering to Pafos for Olympiacos, they came to play football. They had a great game. They played well, they fought well, and most of all, they were playing as if their lives depended on it. You wouldn't think that they would be down near bottom of the league on that game, on that performance. It was an awesome effort, and they should be proud of it. Hats off. Hats off. There we go. Moving on then. Right, so soon we do have a couple of interviews coming up. One of them being Dino from Gate 5. We're going to be interviewing him and asking a few questions about himself and Gate 5, etc. So that should be an interesting little interview that is coming our way. Also, we've got to promote something that Gate 5 have set up, their fan day on Sunday, the 12th of October, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Kennedy Square. So get yourselves down there. There's some great prizes, brand new car, 55-inch TV, to name but a few. So you get yourselves down to Kennedy Square between 3 and 7 p.m. on Sunday, the 12th of October. Okay, so now we are going to, excuse the arm, move on. And we're going to talk about the most famous match that Pafos have ever been involved in. A Champions League match, Pafos FC v FC Bayern. We went to the stadium, got there a little bit early, a little bit too early, and we managed to get in, soak up some of the atmosphere. The place was electric. I tell you now, the atmosphere was awesome. Gate 5 did a great job whipping up the crowd, the pre-kick-off, and the flags and noise and everything was an amazing sight to see. And also the Bayern Munich fans, awesome scene. Nearly as good as our lot, but not quite. Anyway, let's have a look at the highlights from the Bayern match, and we'll talk our way through that. So, as usual, we were playing in blue. Bayern were playing in black. First 3 minutes, or 8 minutes rather, and Harry Kane hits the post, the inside of the post, and it bounces back out. I don't think Michael really knew where it was, but hey, we knew we were in a hard time. Harry Kane was on fire, absolutely on fire, and that goal absolutely buried with precision. That couldn't have been more than 12 inches inside the post. Second goal came 5-10 minutes later, on 14 minutes rather, and a little 1-2, and buried. No chance, Pafos defence. This fellow, Elise as well, and Nicholas and Jackson made it 3 in 30 minutes. And we're thinking, oh no. But credit where credit's due. They played absolutely brilliant. It was a privilege. And Harry Kane dancing through. Yeah, you're right. He got a couple of lucky ricochets on the way through, but look at the way he just goes through this. Persistence, bang, goal. Should have been saved, maybe. This is the best goal of the night. Orsic, boom, absolutely buried, and the stadium went berserk. That's what we wanted. We just wanted to score 1 goal against FC Bayern, and they did. Absolutely flat-footed him. Great save again from Michael. And then the follow-up, we're just too slow. We were just too slow. And obviously, that increased the lead even more. The game was over somewhat, but inside of the post and comes back across the goal line. Chipped and hits the far post and away. To say 5-1 was a lucky score, I'm not sure, but it was a great night. A great night for football, a great night for Pafos. And I'm sure the lads have learnt a lot in how a team like FC Bayern can play, and that they've learnt a lot, especially in relation to their possession, keep ball, and support play. Absolutely brilliant night. Anyway, Pafos FC did pretty good. We scored a goal against FC Bayern, and if they're playing like that, well, they could win the Champions League on that performance. They hadn't lost a game for about 8 or 9 games, I think, probably more. Who knows? I wasn't checking because I had my eyes shut. But Pafos, hey, don't let your heads go down. We've got a few more games to play yet, home and away. And for those of you like me who have bought the ticket package, we've got another 3 home games to go through. And I'm convinced we'll get a result somewhere along the line. Definitely. It's going to happen. This is Pafos FC, where football is more than Pafos, and Pafos is football. Just remember that. Anyway, we're looking forward to Sunday's game. It's be coming up soon. Also, as I mentioned earlier in the video on the Olympiacos game, we've got Dinos from Gate 5 coming up soon with an interview. We'll throw out a few clips once we've made the interview and got his approval on it. And we'll throw out a few clips so you can have a few tasters before we post the full video out. Shout out as well to Coffeeaholic opposite the stadium, doing a great job providing us all with lots of coffees and cooling drinks pre-game. Thanks very much. We'll be doing an interview with a manager / owner. I've just got to ring him up, arrange some dates, questions, etc., and where we're going to be doing it. And then we'll have another interview of a person who's behind Pafos, but in the limelight. So I'm your host, Inigo Darren, signing off, and we will be speaking to you either early on Monday or maybe Tuesday about the game on Sunday. Bye, Pafos!